Hey guys, so I have literally just finished my dissertation. I think I'm gonna leave it for tonight and then come back and look at it in a couple of days because it's not got to be handed in until Monday. So yeah, I'm currently on 13,000 words, which is a lot of words. But I had a really nice email from my dissertation mentor person, supervisor, who was like, yeah, it's really good. And then at the end of the email, that he was telling me that he sent me about it, he was like, well done. And I was like, yes, that's always a good sign. So I'm really happy about that so far. So yeah, I should, well, maybe start making videos every Wednesday. I have an essay handed in next week, and then 4 exams in 3 weeks time, so maybe not, but I thought I'd make this one because I do actually have time today, and I realised that it was Wednesday. I really hope it's Wednesday now, because otherwise that'll be bad. Yeah, it's Wednesday. So I thought I'd make a video while I got a chance and remembered the right day, because that very rarely happens. I usually forget what day it is, which is the main reason I don't make videos, because I forget that it's Wednesday, and then I usually remember on either Tuesday to I remind myself to make a video the next day and then forget, or on Thursday I'm like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday, oh wait, no, it's not, it's Thursday. So yeah, I'm just a bit rubbish. Mark, thank you for my song. It was really nice, and I sent it to my grandma, and she was like, did he write it and sing it? And I was like, yes. And she was like, oh, that's really nice of him, he's so lovely. And I was like, yes, grandma, yes, he is. So yeah, my grandma's watched your song. I don't know if that means she's now going to be creepy and watch the rest of these videos. I hope not. I don't think she knows the internet well enough to do that, but I wouldn't put it past her, because my grandma is, if you guys all have me on Facebook, but she's Pip, the one that comments on every single thing that I have on Facebook at all, ever. And I love my grandma to pieces, but she knows everything. So yeah, if ever she comments on anything, or if she ever adds to any of you on Facebook, I apologise in advance, but it's my grandma. So yeah. And Mark, I missed your birthday and I feel bad, so happy birthday, and I hope you had fun. Ooh, a message. And I hope you had fun, and you should tell us what you did other than work for the whole time, which sounds like a great way to spend your birthday. Yay! I really liked the do and don't video that you and Jackie made. I thought it was really adorable, and it was really true as well. I was going through and I was like, yeah, if the guy did that, that would be sweet, and if the guy didn't do that, that would be horrible. For me, I would class it as, especially a first date, I would always not expect the guy to pay, because that's really rude, but I would expect it to be a nice treat if he paid. But yeah, usually I think people go Dutch unless they really like it, and then they don't. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. That wasn't the right words that I used. Anyway, yeah, and also you were talking about be nice to her, and that reminded me of once. It wasn't a date. It was just I think he was trying to hit on me, but I'm not sure, because from what I will tell you next, you'll probably understand why you don't think he was trying to hit on me. He kept trying to hug me and make me sit on his knee, but then, and I didn't, because I found him a bit repulsive, because he turned around to me and he was like, oh my god, you've got massive feet, you've got clown feet, you're really small and you've got massive feet, you look like a hobbit, you're like a hobbit, you're an actual hobbit, and just kept calling me a hobbit the entire time, saying that I had massive feet and I was really tiny. And I was like, I don't really understand if you're mentally immature and think that the only way that you can hit on women is by being really, really mean to them. Although I really like hobbits, but he wasn't saying it in a nice way. Or if you are just not a very nice person and are actually wanting to insult me. So don't do that on a first date either, or before you get to the first date, because it won't happen. Because that was really uncomfortable. I just left in the end. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go now because you're really strange and making me feel uncomfortable. James, hello. It's nice to see you that one time. Hopefully you'll manage to get editing software. I found that with my webcam it gave me a thing that I could install that let me record on my computer. I don't know if anything like that is available on your computer, but that was one way that I found, but that usually lagged and made my voice go all funny if I used that to record videos. So I don't know how that would work for you, but it might happen. I've just realised I sound very low and husky. It's because I'm a little bit ill again at the minute, so yay for that again. Yeah. Mel, you were talking to James and you said, yeah, as long as you make it under about 6 minutes, but we never managed to. When the Curlab channel first started, we originally said 4 minutes, no longer, you get a punishment if you make it longer than 4 minutes. That did not stick. That has not sticked very well at all. I don't think stuck, not sticked. Sticked's not a word. I don't think I've ever made a video less than 4 minutes, or 4 minutes. Less than 6 minutes. I don't think I'm very good at keeping to that time limit ever. Yeah, so we don't have a time limit really anymore, do we? Also, you were talking about how, like, about death and how it's like not an escape, but like a, yeah, you know, you've managed to survive life, there you go, have some death, that's nice and peaceful and rewarding, and I agree. But I can always remember having a conversation like that with my mum, and she turned around to me and she was like, Megan, I'm not sure if this is when she was depressed or not, but she was being extraordinarily philosophical, and my mum's very rarely philosophical, and she was like, if I do believe in hell, Megan, I believe that this is hell, and it's only if we die and you've managed to survive this life in some form of mental stability that you go to heaven, and that's as far as I believe in heaven. It's just getting out of hell that we live in every day, which kind of a bit extreme, but I can understand where she was coming from, and I can understand where you're coming from as well. I especially like you said about the suicide thing as well, like if you've had like a life and you've managed to get to the end of it and it's your time to die, then sometimes it is just like, whew, okay, that's nice, that's the end of that journey, and I'm ready to not have that anymore, because life can be really stressful, and I hope that you're okay with all the stress that's going on at the minute, because you said that you're really like stressed and stuff, and like that's always sad that people are stressed when it's sad things. So yeah, internet cuddles for you. I also mentioned about like bad things making you closer with people, and I totally agree with you on that one. You said like you didn't know what our family situation. I only live with my mum, I don't know my dad, and me and my mum are close, but not, we're just not very similar people, or we're too similar. I'm not sure which one it is, I've still not quite figured that out, but when we're together we can have like a 10-minute conversation of awesome, and that's it. Like, it's not that, you know, we don't enjoy each other's company, it's just we don't have anything else to say to each other, and so we just like get a bottle of wine and then it's fine. But like me and my mum kind of get to this point where we accept the amount of time we need to spend with each other, and if we excess above that amount of time, it just becomes hell. Whereas my grandma, I'm a lot closer with my grandma. Like, I speak to her every day because she's on Facebook and she sends me a message every day. So like my grandma knows pretty much everything about me, whereas my mum doesn't. For example, the other day I was talking to my grandma and she was like, so when's your graduation for your degree, blah blah blah, and apparently she'd gone out for a meal with with some people and my mum, and they were talking about my graduation. My grandma just piped in like, oh yeah, she's graduating on this day, probably this time or this time, and Mum was like, how do you know that? I didn't even know what month it was in. And I was like, well done, mother. That just shows how much attention you pay to what I say, because I have told my mum that, but like I said, we just run out of things that we want to listen to each other say eventually. I'll see, how do you travel so much? You travel all the time. I've not had a school trip since I've been at uni, like included in the curriculum. I went to Mexico, but that was completely off my own back, and that's not fair. I want to go on school trips to exciting places. I want to do your course and live in your place, because that sounds better than my place. Sad times. Oh yeah, I see you brought up the family subscribing thing. The reason that I found it weird is because I've not made a video on that channel for like 3 years, so they've subscribed to it to watch my old videos again, because there are no new stuff been on there for a very long time, and I find it very strange that they did that, because they've not spoken to me about it. They've not said, oh, Megan, I found your YouTube channel, anything, and I've had lots of conversations with them about it. They just randomly subscribed. I didn't even know they had YouTube accounts, so it was weird. That was the main weird thing. It wasn't that there are things on my YouTube channel that I don't want people to see, because I wouldn't have put them on the internet, that's retarded, but it's just that there was just no communication there, and there's no point of subscribing to my other channel because I don't have time to make videos on there anymore. I hate being poorly. Yeah, so this video is probably long now, and I'm gonna go to bed and do more work tomorrow. Yay! Mark, I will probably see you tomorrow. Although I made a video like yesterday. Maybe not. I'll see you at some point.